Good morning and welcome to Daily Dominion, August 26th. Today the board features empires, these landmarks which give you other ways to score, seaside, yes, one guild's card, only guild's card. I don't know if we've ever talked about Empire's debt stuff. I mean, I don't want to explain every mechanic of the game in these videos, but I do want to explain a little bit more than I would typically. So debt is something where you can buy the card even if you don't have this amount of money, and you can pay money towards buying this card, and then whatever you don't have left, you take debt tokens. And debt tokens you can pay off when you get money in the future, and you can't buy any more cards until you pay off the rest of your debt. So you can buy any one of these cards without having any money. You must eventually pay $8 worth or 8 coins worth before you could buy additional cards. Now, one thing about debt is that you can continue to gain cards even if you have debt. So that's can be pretty important at times, and possibly could be important here. Stonemason is our only way to gain cards rather than buy them, but can be quite good. We've seen before that Groundskeeper can produce a lot of VP quite easily, and the bot doesn't always take advantage of that correctly, so that may be relevant. Beyond that, here we're really just looking to draw cards with City Quarter. Draw some cards maybe with Monkey and Archive, and then have the Groundskeepers really. Pardon me. There will be a lot of Labyrinth and Tomb points gained, probably over the course of the game, a decent amount, but they don't matter too much. They should be pretty much washed out by what happens with the Groundskeepers. So anyway, here I'm going to open Sailor. I guess it's either going to be Sailor Silver or Sailor Monkey. I think I'm going to go with the Silver in hopes that we have enough money to just buy. Okay, we even have maybe something a little bit... Oh, no, Sailor doesn't get money now. Our option here is to either buy another Sailor to accelerate our trashing, and of course it will produce quite a bit of money, or we can buy Monkey. I think I'll buy a second Sailor, play it. We get to trash 2 cards, which is quite nice. And then we have $7. Which is particularly nice value here because Stonemason lets you overpay. So 2 plus 5 gives us 7, which means we can overpay and gain 2 $5 action cards here, which is quite nice as they're very good. The $5 action cards are quite good here. This probably should be... We don't want the Groundskeepers yet at all. But this probably should be like Archive and Bazaar or Double Archive. There's something to be said for both. Double Archive might be a little bit better. At this point, we're just trying to get control of the deck. Here are Sailor misses. I don't think I'm going to add a third Sailor. I think now I'll just start on the Monkeys. The bot gains cards. If the bot gains cards. That was not maybe the best choice by me. So the bot had debt. So the likelihood of them gaining cards was extremely small. So that was probably a misplay. I didn't notice that the bot had debt at that point in time. That was just kind of a dumb play on my part, but it'll be okay in the end. So we can either buy either trash a card, or we can not trash a card and buy a Bazaar. Let me think. We do need an overlord at some point, so now might not be an unreasonable time to get it. We could also just take a farmer's market. I think I'm going to go with the overlord though. So we're going to take on a little bit of debt here. We probably won't be able to buy anything this turn, but it's okay. We're still moving along a little bit here. We can go ahead and take the overlord, or we could just take the silver. Let's see, what does that get? That just pays the debt exactly. So let's just do that and save the overlord for next turn. Oh, we already had $2. Never mind. Doesn't pay the debt exactly. Gives us a little extra. So then we are forced to decide here whether we want to go into $6 worth of debt just to get another. It would probably be an overlord or a city quarter. I'm going to say it's not worth it. And actually, given that fact, I don't know if I can go all the way back or not. Let's see. It should all be no info all the way. But we'll actually take, let's just take the stonemason. We'll do this. Next turn, we'll probably try and have a monkey. Let's see, what did the bot do this time? The bot was still in debt. The bot just has a lot of debt. I guess they're buying, oh, they bought a city quarter. That's pretty good. So right now the monkeys are just drawing the card they took to play, so they're not benefiting us at all. Is not great, but whatever. Just gonna play farmer's market. It was worth quite a bit of money there. We have a pretty good. I'm gonna go ahead and get another monkey, even though again, probably is not great here. And then I think another city quarter, or not another a city quarter. What the bot does. I don't really know. The bot is playing a lot of cards. I don't really know what they're doing. Just buying overlords. I guess our monkeys. Well, I mean, as long as they buy one card, the monkeys are good for draw, but it would be a little nicer if they drew something better. I'm not super clear on how to get money here. You can do farmers markets, I guess. You may like stonemason archive or something. Seems a little weird, but I'm trying to get some more gains here. Oh, we can keep chaining them. That's kind of cute. Now, I think we'll do that. So we get the 4 points from the whatever that is. We don't have 7, which would have been pretty good. I think I'll take a bazaar. Maybe I take a bazaar and a city quarter. Okay. Gonna get a lot of money in any case. I don't think we have anything to trash this hand. We didn't draw any of the coppers, so I would have trashed the coppers, but we don't need to trash the rest of this stuff necessarily. So we could do the same thing we just did, though there may be something a little nicer worth doing. Where we chain the sailors. We played a sailor, and then we gained a sailor and played it, and then we gained a sailor and played it. Is what we did last time, which isn't bad any stretch. How much money do we have here? We have 6, 7. That pays off the debt. And 5. We would like to hit $7 here, to be honest. So we may not do both sailors. When we stonemason this archive, we may just do one sailor, one farmer's market, which I think gets us enough money. We'll play this, and then we'll get a farmer's market, which we can draw, play this, and play. Because we'd like to stonemason, ideally, just to get more good things. We can start thinking about taking the groundskeepers. I don't think just yet is the play. Then, do we want to take the city quarters? I mean, we're going to want the city quarters anyway, so we might as well take them when we have loose buys. So we're just kind of ahead on points. The bot is doing the building stuff, but just not as well. Can trash in a copper. We don't really need to trash a copper necessarily, but okay. City quarter draws a million cards for us at this point. And now we can kill some of these sailors to get like farmers markets and stuff. I may not even mess with groundskeeper. I may just pile out on other things. Honestly. It would be fine to do it, but we'll just get all of these and buy a lot of city quarters. We can either try and preserve our farmers markets, or we can play, like this is leaving some terminals unplayed. So that we saw this trick earlier, or in a previous day, but if Overlord plays farmers market when it has the 4 chips on it, you just get the 4 chips and you don't trash any cards, because farmers market, leaving it there, the farmers market stay in the supply, and the Overlord doesn't trash because it wasn't instructed to trash itself. So we can, if we want to be greedy and say, oh, I want to have all the farmers markets forever, we can keep it and play it like this, and try to have enough Overlords that we only ever, which means we're gonna need some more Overlords actually, but try to do it such that we only ever play the 4 token farmers market with an Overlord. See how that goes. The bot's playing all these cards is pretty exciting. But still, the city quarters draw so many cards. We're missing a little bit here, but it's fine. We need, since we didn't buy a city quarter, well, I mean, we did bottom deck one of them, but we could probably be okay with losing one of the farmers markets just to draw a little bit more. We get a tune point out of it as well. This is funny. This is like way fewer points than you can get off of groundskeepers. But everyone else will be going for groundskeepers, so we want to do something special ourselves, which is not that. We should be able to pile out maybe next turn, depending on what we get here. Should be a pretty easy pile out. We go like A bot buys a province. What can we trash? We probably won't play all the farmers markets and trash one of them for points. I guess we shouldn't do that. It makes our draw a little worse. But okay. We don't need a lot of money here to pile. We just need to be able to. Well, we can do a couple things. We can go like this. And then like this. We probably could empty the estates if we wanted to instead of the bazaars. Maybe we'll do that. That can be fun. This is how people get their big groundskeeper points here. Is if they have groundskeepers, they get a bunch of estates by stonemasoning cheap stuff at the end. Now we can't even play the Overlord as either of these cards, so we should really play them as bazaars, I suppose. Something. Anyway, this is and now it's like there were of course like more or better ways to do that, but here, let's get duchies. Duchies are fun. We'll buy a royal blacksmith at the end. Yeah, so I don't know. The boards or the scores I saw from other people posting what they had done. The bot had a lot of points. So I don't know if their game just took longer or what the bot was doing, but the bot had like tons of points. Like people were beating the bot by like they had like 100 something, and the bot had like 70s or 80s and things like that. I don't know what went on in those games. The bot for me was just buying 8 debt cards over and over again and like skipping every other turn. So that wasn't too. I can apparently at some point bought coppers. So that wasn't too compelling. Like I said, if you get groundskeeper here, you can probably score 200 points easily. Certainly over 100 easily. I mean, you're already here just by like building. You're already around 50 points by building just with tomb. So do some farmers market. Anyway, pretty neat board. Lots of way to score. Lots of building. You really have to get all your power, like payload power ramp up from stonemasoning things. So you need to look out for that. Because otherwise nothing here gives you like really good value from like as far as payload, by which I mean like producing money or gaining new cards. Stonemason's really the only one that does that. So I mean, farmers market isn't terrible, but it's not incredible either. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and I will catch you all tomorrow.